Hey, welcome to the room. I found a really cool app to get us out there playing even faster, so stick around and check this one out. All right, so let's just start diving into this thing, right? Why am I putting this together? Well, I was looking for an app to help me get out there to do a solo acoustic gig, right? If you want to have the tablets on stage debate in the comments, please do. I play in a cover band. It's a 5-piece cover band, guitar, keys, vocals, drums, the whole nine. In that sense, I hate the tablets on stage thing. I think you can't perform if you're sitting there looking at lyrics. So by all means, just for what it's worth, my stance is if you're there to entertain a crowd and you're on stage, center stage, there's no room for tablets. Learn the song. But on the gigs that I'm playing where I'm the background music, where I'm in the corner and it's an acoustic solo act and maybe I'm looping some stuff or maybe I'm doing some cool things, but it's not the center of attention, right? It's like lower than talking volume. You're not there to be the center of attention, you're there for the background. In that sense, I bring the tablet because it allows me to play songs that I don't know off the top of my head. I know well enough to get through and I could play really well and sing really well, but it's not something that I've committed to memory. Also, when somebody comes up for a request, and I'll show you what this app is all about, I mean, you can really pull some stuff off that, otherwise isn't in your normal repertoire. So let's get into it. I know other apps exist. There's Chord Book, there's OnSong. Some of them cost money. I mean, you could pay for an Ultimate Guitar subscription and search through and create your own library of the tabs that you think are accurate enough, and some of them have the chords and the lyrics. But how do we find something that's got a really easy format, that works really well live, that comes with a feature set, and maybe doesn't cost an arm and a leg? And so I tried OnSong, I tried Chord Book. I came across this app called JustChords, and I'm not affiliated with this app whatsoever. I just stumbled across it trying to put something together for myself, and it seems to be the best option for me. So diving right into it, let's just take a look at what this can do for us. So let me pull this up. I have my iPad here, and let's see, on my screen, right, I've pinned it, to the bottom toolbar there. I don't speak Apple language, so the dock maybe is what they call it. I pinned the app there. So when you pull this app up, right off the bat, I mean, if you started from nothing, you'd create a username or whatever. It's a free application. You'd start and you'd have a library of nothing. But check this out, right? What's really important for us is something that is very understandable, something that's very easy to navigate. It's got a very favorable feature set. And most importantly, you can import songs quickly. I did not want to spend 18 hours a day trying to format lyrics that I Googled and the chords that I play over it. And then God forbid I transpose them, then I have to redo all that stuff. So how do we get something really fast? Right now, for what it's worth, I have a library of 72 songs. I think it took me a half an hour to get all of that in there in the key that I normally play these songs in. So this is at face value what the app looks like when you open it up. And to start a library, I mean, check this out, watch this. You can just add a song. You can search online databases for whatever you want. I don't have Sweet Home Alabama in there because I don't think I would need a tablet to be able to play this song. But check this out. So I search the song. It will pull up multiple sources that I could go grab this song from in a matter of a couple seconds. So whether I want to use an Ultimate Guitar tab or I want to use like a chordy version, and then watch this. This is unbelievable. Like the feature set that this has to add songs. So here's the Ultimate Guitar one. Does it look accurate? Let me play. I mean, obviously it's a D, C, and a G, right? But it gives you some riffs in here in this tab. I can go back and preview the tabs that are available from other sources. Maybe I like this one a little bit better. So I want to go back to that Ultimate Guitar one real fast. Okay, I like this one. I'm just going to import it to my library. That's it. It's now on my device. And the best part, I don't know if this is available for Android, but for sure, for 60% of the population that uses Apple for OS or iPhones and stuff, it's definitely on the App Store. I'll give links for all this stuff in the description. But I have already added this song now to my library. Top left corner, if I get rid of the menu, now here is that's it. It's as simple as that. this tab is now in my library, and I can view the chords and I can view the little riffs and stuff that are in there. So let's attack this piece by piece. If I don't like a certain part of this, or for me playing live on an acoustic guitar, I either already know the little intro riff or I don't care to have it in my tabs. It's as simple as going and editing the song. And then check this out. I could just go like this, get rid of it, save it, bang. Now that's not part of what displays. I've removed it. It allows you to customize, your own version of this song. Because it's available on OS, I can easily, if I'm away, if I'm traveling, if I'm sitting, awake late at night and I thought of a song I want to add, all you have to do is sign up on, your iPhone. And I can go and pull up my JustChords app on my iPhone, add a song, and then it'll update the libraries on both devices. So you can have your stuff everywhere. You can add and edit from wherever you happen to be. If I'm on a plane ride or something, traveling for work, and I want to go update a bunch of songs because I haven't gotten to it yet, I can easily do that. And then whenever I'm around my iPad, it'll just automatically update. So that alone, to me, is worth more than the $0 that you've paid for the app right off the bat. Now, let's say I want to transpose. Because of the format, it's very easy. So I'll just dive back in real quick. You can see the format that it has. I don't know that it's exactly Chord Pro format, for the Chord Pro software that's available, but it's really easy to understand what they're doing with brackets and stuff if you want to change where the chords show up and come above the words, come between the words when you're looking at them, but really easy to understand this format. If you import a file that's in this format, or if you happen to be using it, check this out. This is as simple as, maybe I don't like Sweet Home Alabama, in this case, in the key of G, or the key of D. Who knows, right? Maybe I just want this to be in C. It's that easy to transpose tabs that are in here. And so whether you're using a capo and you want to adjust what chords you're playing or the voicings, or if you're playing with no capo open strings and you just want to fool around with where the song sits best for you, it is so easy to transpose once you have it formatted correctly. 95% of the songs that I've imported in here are already formatted correctly. So it's just that simple. It also references, as you can see on the screen, what the original key of the tab was. So to go back to the original, it's as simple as that. It then tells you in when you pull this up in the top right, that it has been transposed, that this isn't the original key that it was in, if that's something of interest to you. So, then it'll obviously, you could also adjust it for whether or not you have a capo on the guitar. So it is quite a powerful software. So coming out of, we'll dive in and dive out of the individual songs. Coming out of that, so, I have 70 something songs in my library. Another feature that this has, diving out of the individual songs, is just putting set lists together. So I find this to be very, very useful because obviously if I have a couple acts or if I have a couple nights that I'm going to do different set lists, I don't want to repeat the exact same thing. Or I have a list of songs that I want to learn for one band and a list of songs I'm going to play live or learn for another, then, I could easily create set lists. So that's a very obvious thing. It has a built-in tuner inside of the app. So if you, provide access to the microphone on your device, you can do that. It has a metronome that could be both visual or audible. So you could see something or keep yourself in time using this. It has a chord library that allows you to change the voicings of certain chords. So if you want to use a C major chord, but you want it to be in a different position or different voicing, you can go and adjust that inside of here. And I just think, for being able to put this library together so quickly, and to me being a much more favorable format than the OnSong or the Chord Pro stuff, I just think it's worth investigating and giving some time toward, because again, you're not going to pay a dime for it. So let's jump back to the individual songs. So this is 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20. This is a song that I'll play as part of the solo acoustic thing. We've talked about you could print these to PDF if you want to do that. You could share these with somebody else or another device. You could put an audio track to the background of it, which is pretty awesome. You could actually link YouTube videos in here, was one of the newer features. So if you wanted a reference or something to the song, you can go and pull that up instantly. So that's one piece. Another piece of editing the song is putting in the BPM, the tempo of the tune for reference, and then also the length of the song. And why this information is, I mean, you could put time signature again for your own reference. Is it a 6/8, a 3/4, 4/4, that kind of thing. Why this is really important is because if you enable the auto scroll feature, you might have to sit here for a second, check this out. On the bottom right, if you're playing this live, there's a couple options you have to keep. I mean, you could play, and then when you get to the end of the chorus here on the screen, you could go like that, and then play some more. And that becomes a little fumbly. I mean, I see a lot of people on stage, especially vocalists, going like this, which I think is, I mean, first of all, miserable because I would never want to do it. Second of all, completely detracts from the performance. So one option you have is the auto scroll. And if you put in the time of the song, it will automatically, check out this bottom right corner, start moving the song along for you. So in this case, the song is 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And so it's quite a slow scroll as you're seeing on the screen. If we adjusted this to a 30-second song or something, you'd see it, wail pretty quickly. But it gives you an idea, if you're checking this out, I mean, that it will stay with the appropriate time of the song. If you want a little bit more flexibility, one thing you could do, and I don't have it hooked up here, but in the settings, you can scroll down here and let's see here. You see that Bluetooth pedal on the middle of the screen here? That Bluetooth pedal will allow you to hook up, they have page turning pedals or scrolling pedals. The pedal that I have as a backup to the auto scroll feature is the iRig Blue Turn, I believe. Again, if you have any interest in this stuff, I'll put links for it in the description. That iRig Blue Turn provides an up and a down little button. It's real easy. You Bluetooth hook it up to in this case, the iPad, and then real easily you can navigate, up or down, and it'll auto scroll. It's a little bit more jerky, so it goes like this, right? Every time you click the pedal, go down, boop, it goes to the next section. Go down, boop, goes to the next section. So if you're really using this to follow chords and follow words, you got to do it a little bit ahead of time so that your eyes can follow where it's going. But that's why I think I'm going to start using the auto scroll feature a little bit more, because it's a lot smoother. You don't have to touch anything once you have it set up. So for me, that's just, if you have a night with 40, 50 songs, whatever you're going to do, spend the time, put the tempo in there, put the duration of the song, and then once you enable the auto scroll and use it, it's very simple to pull up. Other things that this can do real cool is the swipe. Swiping one direction or the other brings you to the next song in your set list or your library, depending upon where you've pulled the song from. I think that's really neat and a quick feature. I think you can set up the Bluetooth pedals to do that. So instead of scrolling the words, you can set it just to flip to the next song in your set list. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, because I think this video is going to be pretty quick just to show you one of the tools that's available for us to get out there and playing even faster. So for me, this is really what I wanted to showcase. I came across this last week. It took me half an hour to import the entire library that I wanted to import. And again, in the grand scheme of getting out there, the barrier to playing live is not that big. A tablet, a free app, get your guitar out there and just get ready to rock, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. So I hope that this video provided you something useful. Again, you can download this app for free. And if you dig in, I implore you, dig into the menus, because there is an option to send, a little bit of money to the developer of this app for doing it for us. And I think that this app is just incredible. It's something that I'm going to be using moving forward. It has a better feature set for what I was looking to do than some of the pay-for subscription apps. And honestly, you could share this amongst friends and devices, because all you have to do is either click share to another person or log in as the same free library. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, because every time I find a really cool, useful tool, I'm going to try to do a video on it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.